Did anybody else catch those press conferences after the game last night and find it at all bizarre how a couple of those went? Let's start with Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan comes out, and for a head coach of a team that had expectations of a Super Bowl, that just got absolutely humiliated in back-to-back weeks, seemed oddly calm and at peace. He said that this team's not as good as they've been in the past, and it just seemed like whatever weight has been on his shoulders was completely lifted now that the world got to see just how not good the 49ers are. And it's like he doesn't have to carry the facade anymore. He just seemed oddly at peace with that. And then admitting that this team's not as good. Some people don't think that was the play to make as a leader. I don't know. I question a lot of his leadership techniques. That one I can go either way with. I mean, you got to be honest with this team and what they are and what they are not. That's for sure. But I don't know that you need to do it publicly. So I found it very strange how calm he was and just at peace with everything. And then there's George Kittle. And George Kittle came out doing George Kittle things. And a lot of people saw his demeanor and were pissed about his demeanor and joking about the snow and snowballs and getting pegged in the face with snowballs and all the weird stuff he was saying. But within all of that, he was asked about how come he didn't catch more balls. And was also asked, was it because he wasn't getting open or he was covered well? And he was like, no, I was open. Basically, I was open all day long. I don't know why I didn't get the football thrown to me more. Now, remember when you were growing up and you were told it's not what you say, it's how you say it? I don't know that Kittle could have thrown Brock Purdy under the bus any more than he did with that comment. But not many people are going to make a big deal about it because of how he said it. He did it in his joking demeanor, and it was all between a bunch of fun and laughing and all the other stuff. But what he said and what he meant to me was throwing Brock and or Kyle under the bus for him not getting the football more. I found that very, very interesting. I don't know if anybody else caught that or thought the same thing. But here we are. The 49ers haven't had back-to-back losses of this much embarrassing fashion since the Tom Sula era. They lost by 25 and 28 points back-to-back weeks against playoff teams. And I don't know if in good conscience I can pick them to beat the Bears. I really don't. I think the Bears might beat the 49ers. And as bad as losing to the Packers in embarrassing fashion and the Bills embarrassing fashion is, losing to the Bears might be about as low as it gets. About as low as it gets. Knowing how piss poor that team has been coached and really just coached out of losses. They had a Hail Mary loss. They had a blocked field goal loss. They had a loss in overtime. All against good teams, by the way. They had a loss in overtime to the Vikings. Then they had a loss where they just let the clock run out on Thanksgiving. I mean, just absolutely coached into losses and out of wins. It's absolutely insane. And now they have a new interim coach, and we know how that goes. I don't know that they're better than the Chicago Bears. That's crazy to say, but that's where we are at. So, I don't know. I got to figure out behind enemy lines this week. Thought about not even doing one. I don't know that you guys really care to preview a game in a season that seems to be over. But at the very least, I don't think I'm doing a film session tonight. I think I'm going to turn it into a call-in session and let you guys vent, let you get your takes off, because I know you're frustrated. You know how I know you're frustrated? Is all the things that I've said throughout the course of the last year about Brock and some of the other players on this team that usually gets people riled up. You guys said it for me last night in the post game. You guys were all over it, like, he's not this, he's not that, and this team's not this, and this guy's that. And it's like, wow, I've been saying all these things, and you guys were so pissed at me for so long, and now in droves, you guys are saying it for me. And to further that point, on game day, when I usually live tweet during the game, I lose about 40 to 50 followers every game day because I just go in sometimes on the 49ers. I couldn't have gone more in on the 49ers than I did last night during that game, and I gained about 50 followers. Gained 50 followers. I lose 40 to 50 followers every game day for going in a tenth as hard as I did last night. Y'all are pretty fed up. I can feel it. You guys are seeing through all the BS now, all the crap that people have been feeding you about how great this team is and how great some of these players are, and all that. You guys aren't buying it anymore. It's like the wool has been pulled from your eyes and you see everything I've been talking about. It's pretty refreshing, actually. It's pretty refreshing to be on the right side of history. But then the frustrating side is it's at the expense of your favorite team losing football games. And that's freaking annoying too. So anyways, I'll be back tonight with a live. We'll talk soon. Peace.